Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we have a very, very special replay. Now, I don't normally put commentary on replays, but this one I had to, because you will never, ever see a replay like this again. For a fact. Now, we have seen higher damage games before, but this, honestly, this has everything. And for a mouse to do this, it honestly is special. Now, we are watching the Siberian Motto, and honestly, when I see not just the result, but even just the damage for this, I thought, maybe it was rigged, maybe, I don't know. But when I watched it, it was far from rigged. And the Siberian Motto, honestly, take a bow, because no one is ever going to have a battle like this again, and he is never going to have a battle like this again. So the mouse isn't known to do a lot of damage. However, it is known to bounce a lot of damage, where this replay, it has both. It honestly has both, and the damage is almost as much as the block damage, and honestly, both are insane. I don't think I've ever seen as much damage done in a mouse before. I mean, I've only seen 3 or 4 battles in a lifetime as more damage than this, but on top of that, I don't think I've ever seen as much block damage in a battle than this. So so far, 2,300 damage done, 2,500 blocked, and he is yet to lose a single hit point. So that is now 3,000 damage blocked. So yeah, and it's 4 versus, there goes the E100, and it's now a 3 versus 6. So he has finally taken his first bit of hit points, and this is probably the change of the game, really, because it is a difficult situation. He's got a tank to his right, he's got a tank to his left, and it's, where do you go? I hate these kind of situations. Where do you go? Do you go left? Do you go right? Now, luckily for him, the E75 decided to move on. That is the worst thing that E75 could do. Why move? Like, why go the same direction as the CS59? Like, I don't get it. One tank was one side, one tank was the other side, and this could have been game over very, very early on for the mouse, but he did not do that. Honestly, I don't know why the E75 didn't do that. So now 5,760 block damage, but we've got a long way to go yet. The same as the damage, 4,400 damage, and we are a long way off of what he ends up with. There goes the second kill. The E75 has gone 6,200 damage block, and he's now on around 5,000. Once he gets this next shot in, he is on 5,200. They brought it down to a 2 versus 4, so they've done actually a pretty good job. Now, going for this CS59 is probably a wise choice, because of course he is the medium, he's the quick tank, and actually he's the one causing the nuisance. He's the one that's caused the hit points to go down. Just that CS59. So getting rid of him was an absolute must. The WZ, even look, I mean, how is he doing this? Even from the side, he's still managing to get bounces. Oh no, there's the Death Star. Luckily for the mouse, the Death Star doesn't go for him just yet. So that is now 6,600 damage done, 9,000 blocked damage, and again, we are still a long way off. There goes another block damage, and he is now getting penned from this Yo. So of course, facing the Yo is a must. Wait for him to reload and then face this WZ. Bring him down to a 1-shot, and that is now 10,380 blocked damage, 7,500 damage. Ignore the Yo, go for the WZ. Very, very good choice. Now, unfortunately, the Bat Chat has now died on his team, which just leaves him alone against 2 tanks. Now, he is a 1 clip to this Yo, and of course he is a 1-shot to the Death Star. So it's a lot of work to do, like a lot of work. He has managed to bring the Yo down to a 1-shot, but just as he takes the shot, of course, the Death Star is now going to be on his way. So he has to go hiding. He has to get into a better position so at least he can try to block some damage. He is now on 11,200 block. Now, this shot there, that is the game changer. That shot there, that miss, unfortunately, is the game changer. But you know the Death Star's around somewhere. There he is. Luckily, he does miss. However, he is still on 12,180 block damage, along with 9,000 damage done. If he can get another block from this Death Star, then oh my god, how amazing will that be? Here comes the Yo. The Death Star's looking. He is shooting Hesh. Luckily, he doesn't penetrate. Again, I don't know how he manages to get another block damage from that Yo. So that is now 12,600 damage block, 9,800, 5 kills. However, he is going to need another bounce. The Death Star has reloaded, and just when he doesn't need it, he does get penetrated. But what a battle that was. Yes, a lot of it was luck, because I don't know how he managed to block all them shots, like even from the side. The mouse is good armor, but from the side, not really, especially if you're not angling. So to get that much block damage, I mean 12,630 block damage, that was 16 non-penetrations, like 16. That is absolutely massive. But on top of that, like, that is fantastic alone. On top of that, to get 10,328 damage done as well, absolutely amazing. And like I said, you are never ever going to see a battle like this before again. You're going to see it with the damage, of course. It doesn't come often, 10,000 damage. Like, it rarely comes nowadays. But you will see 10,000. You may even see 12,000 block damage. But to put them together, you are never going to see this kind of damage and block damage combined again. And like I said, fair play to the Death Star. He actually done a pretty good job. That was probably a mastery badge. He's not on the EU server, so I can't tell. I think he is on either Asia or NA. So to do almost 6,000 damage, 4 kills, probably a mastery badge. But however, this battle isn't about him. Like, he's going to finish that with an ace, thinking, yay, like, hey, this is all about me. And then when these results come and see the end result, he's gonna be feeling guilty, honestly, because if a mouse on my enemy team and I kill him and he finishes the game with that, I would be guilty of killing him. Like, he deserved that win. He deserved the win. Unfortunately, like, I'm not gonna just give him the win, but he deserved that win, honestly. But I don't think he'll care as much, because he would have only got a few hundred more damage, so sort of 10.5k, and he got the mastery badge anyway. So it's still, you know, when you have a game like that, you still want to get the victory. But hey ho, well done. Hold my beer, the Siberian motto, and like I said, you're never going to see it again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.